Hi folks, it's just gone 8:30 on the 30th of July 2020. This video is about, well, I'm just going to say, right, United stand, and the Sancho stupidity and other transfer stupidities. Have a look on their YouTube site, United Stand. You'll see over the last 3 days, there's been probably 6 or 7 videos about Sancho. Is there any news? No. None at all. There's no news in any way, shape, or form. There's a few rumours, but nothing really to be making a video about. And yet they insist on bringing out video after video after video after video after video after video after video. Why? Because it's a money-making exercise. That's all it is. You've got a video here which is, going on. It's a live streaming apparently. And I've got nowhere near the end of it, and it's already 30 minutes in. Now, a video of 30 minutes, how much is that making? Certainly, once it's not live and people go and watch it, you've got all the adverts in it, with all the likes and all the people viewing it. Because, of course, you're saying this video, I'm looking at now, Sancho to United for 60 million, right? Well, of course, that's going to get people's interest, isn't it? Maybe. United finished third, but a long way behind City and Liverpool. So therefore, the chance to add a bright, young, attacking player, and for such little money, Dortmund are saying 110 million. So here we are saying 60 million. Sancho to United for 60 million. Marie Jimenez deal close. What are people going to do when those are when that's the title? They're going to click, aren't they? They're going to click in to say, "Oh, I better watch this. I better see what's going on because United looks like they're going to buy 2 good players." Well, no, it doesn't, because this is just the title of the discussion. This has no relevance to reality in any way, shape, or form. And you'll find this is going to be the reality for every transfer window. Now, Flex, I have to say, he never used to do these videos. He never used to step in for fake Mark GOLDBRIDGE. This was always Mark GOLDBRIDGE who would do this because he's the one who's running United Stand. So he's the one who's using it as a money making at every transfer window. The reason why, that's part of the reason why I don't like Mark. Another reason is Mark says he doesn't go to games because he prefers to comment live on his channel on every game. He doesn't want to miss that. Well, yeah, he does go on holiday though, and during his holiday he does a daily, I think probably a daily briefing, but there's a lot of stuff he misses because he's on holiday. He doesn't mind doing that, but he won't go to a match. Well, even in the match, he could probably upload live comments during the match. Certainly at half time it could. Because generally speaking, when he's doing his watch along, he's not really saying that much. He's discussing some things that happened, but he could do that anyway. He could do that, but he can actually be at the match. But he won't. He could get someone else to step in for him on the watch along. But he won't. Now, my question therefore is, if you are such a huge fan of a football club, why are you not interested in going to the matches? And if you're a massive fan, go to the matches. You would. You would have to go to the matches because you're a massive fan of the club. So you would do that. You would go to the matches. But nope, he has no intention of going to the matches, clearly. So, yeah, I don't know. But come on, I mean, someone asked a question. I can't tell you at what point in, because I'm watching it sort of live and I've got it paused, so God knows how long in it was. But someone asked a question: do you think we can sell Mata, Sanchez, Smalling, Lingard, Pereira, Dalot in one window? Well, and here we have Flex at his absolute best of being Flex. He says no, just in case we leave ourselves short. Okay, Mr. Flex, which one of those players would you want on the bench? Any? Is there any one of those players who you think would actually have an impact if they come on? Maybe Smalling, but I don't think Smalling wants to come back. So, Smalling was on loan last season, did well at Roma. It looks as if he would probably prefer to stay at Roma rather than come back to United. So take him out of the equation. But Mata, Sanchez, Lingard, Pereira, Dalot. Dalot has been given chances and really has gone miles away from where he was expected to be now. Lingard, nothing. Pereira, nothing. Sanchez, nothing. Mata's a player of the past. He's no longer that player now. So you won't want any of these players on the bench. So yes, it would be a good idea to sell all of those players in one go, in one window. Not just for the money, but for the squad size. Yeah, there are plenty of young players that you could bring in replacement of those individuals. I mean, if you're looking for someone to play in the sort of attack, you might as well put Chong on. If you're going to put Lingard there, put Chong on. Because Lingard just runs around a bit. That's all he does. Now, Chong can do exactly the same. He might actually produce something because he's younger, so he might improve. Lingard certainly won't improve. He's not young anymore. Pereira won't improve because he's had a chance to improve and he hasn't. He's not that young a person anymore. He's, 24 now? So he's really pretty much at his level. He might improve a tiny bit, but not a lot, really. You look at Ronaldo by the time he was 24. He was a world beater at 24. At 18, he was in need of improvement. By 24, he'd pretty much done it. Same with Giggs, same with Scholes, same with Rooney. All these players, with them, they've made it. They didn't need longer. So although I said Chong, I don't think Chong's part of United's future either. I think they should let him go. They gave him a new contract. I don't think they should have done. I think they should let him go. Because for the very point that Greenwood has come through. Right, Greenwood has come through. He's done well. So therefore, because Greenwood has come through and done well, there's no reason why Chong couldn't be at that level. There's no reason that Gomez couldn't have been at that level. There's no reason that any of those players couldn't have been at that level because they should be. If they're going to come through, if they're going to play at Man United, they should be at that level. Anything less than that level where Greenwood is just not good enough. Move them on. I say, Mata, Sanchez, Lingard, Pereira, and Dalot have no future at Man United at all. Get rid of them. What happens if we're short? We won't be short. We could potentially be short midfield because you've got Mata, Lingard, and Pereira, right? But Mata, Lingard, and Pereira aren't going to really offer you anything in midfield anyway. And in midfield, you've still got Fred, you've still got McTominay, you've still got Matic. You haven't got any attacking midfielders, but you wouldn't exactly say Mata, Lingard, or Pereira offer much in attack anyway. So you're not going to miss them. Not really. We haven't missed them the whole season, have we, really? Certainly since we come back after lockdown, they've not played. We didn't miss them. They played in that one game against Norwich and they were awful. Awful. So we don't miss them. Get rid. Simple. Mata's a lovely man. Now, if Mata wants to stay on as a coach, even as a player coach, sign him up to that. Lovely man. I think he'd be a great coach. He's a good representative. He's got that nature. He's a lovely fellow in that way. But in the end, football-wise, he just doesn't have it anymore. I'm not sure how he could fit into the way United prefer to play. If United were playing a different way, maybe. If they're playing more possession-based football where they were unlocking teams gradually, then yeah, maybe Mata would fit in. But with this fast attack, it's not him. Certainly not him now. Maybe it never was him. But it certainly isn't him now. So the club should be ruthless. They should let him go. But Flex is being flexible again. And he's doing that flexibleness of, but, if we get a few injuries, we might need some players. Not these. Well, the hope is you could sell Mata, Lingard and Pereira and Dalot, and you can make a bit of money. Right? If you sell Sanchez and Smalling as well, Smalling is not going to play any part really in United, and neither was Sanchez now. Get rid of them. Hopefully, in selling those players, United will make enough money to get a midfielder, attacking midfielder, to get maybe a left back, to challenge Shaw, to at least be able to cover Shaw and be left-footed. Williams can cover Wan-Bissaka on the right. You don't need Dalot for that. Yeah. So maybe by selling them, you could get a decent attacking midfielder, young, who could come in and, if Pogba or Bruno were injured, and you wouldn't necessarily notice much of a difference. But if you've got to sell those players to get two players in, do that. But generally speaking, a bench wouldn't have all those players on it. You wouldn't have Mata, Lingard and Pereira on a bench. There's three central sort of attacking midfielders. You wouldn't have that on a bench anyway. Not ideally. So therefore you can get rid of two of those or three of those and get one in and have that person on the bench, and then get someone who can play left or right back who can cover. Sure. Maybe, but again, get someone young in to do that, I think. Therefore, you shouldn't have to pay too much. I wouldn't go for someone English because you pay way over the top for that. Do they need another centre back? Possibly. Which one? I don't know. Well, there's a lot of talk about what's his name? I saw him the other day. Powell plays in the Spanish. I can't remember what his name is. Flores, something like that. Powell Flores or something like that. He looks okay. I saw a video of him. He looks okay. He's great with passing the ball out. Very good. Gunier, he's 6'3", so Gunier. He's 22, I think. Not a bad tackler. But the thing of it is would he be an ideal replacement for Lingard or Wan-Bissaka? I don't think so. I mean, he's a player that would come in and would be on rotation. Would come in every now and again. Would learn his trade a bit better. They might even send him out on loan. I don't think he's good enough to replace those two. Or to replace Bailly. I think Bailly is our best defender. If he can just stop getting injured, I think he would prove to be our best defender. I think Lindelof is our worst defender. But as I say, United's squad is fairly big. Certainly midfielders. There's a lot of midfielders. So Lingard, Pereira, Mata, bye-bye. Sanchez, he's going to go anyway, because I certainly don't think there's any way, shape or form that Ollie wants him. And United rejected an offer, a silly offer, really. Well, I think Inter said that they would pay, or what I think one of the Milan sides is that, but they said they'd pay 15 million next year for Sanchez, but they want him on loan. But that would mean United would pay around about 6 million in wages for Sanchez next year. So it's like, yeah, I don't think that's likely to happen. They've already said no to it because I think they just want him gone. They want him off the books. So I think if they offered 10 million, 5 million less, but took him now, I think United would say yeah. Same with Smalling. I think Smalling would go for 15 to 20 million. If he was going to another English team, he'd probably be a lot more expensive because he's English. Same with Lingard. If Lingard goes to a European team, he'd go for less than if he goes to an English team. Well, unless the club wants to sell. But Smalling, yeah, 20 million maybe. Lingard, another 20 million, 20, 30 million, I guess. Pereira, probably 10 million. Dalot, I'd say with Dalot, 15 to 20 million because there's a lot of big teams that want him. Barcelona want him. They recognise something in Dalot that, in his first season, Dalot looked good. He looked very good. He bombing down the wing, his defending was okay, but his attacking was superb. So compare him to Wan-Bissaka, complete opposites, really. I always imagined Dalot would be probably trained to be a right side winger rather than a wing back. But I think Dalot will probably stay. I don't know why, because even when United have been struggling for defensive players and sort of wing backs, he didn't get picked. He wasn't even in the squad. So it seems as if Ollie doesn't really want him. In which case, they should sell him. They should get rid of him. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. If someone can't get in the team, and they really can't get in the team, which is really Mata, Sanchez, Lingard, Pereira, and Dalot, certainly can't get in the team, let them go. This is Man United you're talking about. This is one of the biggest clubs in the world. Don't keep players that aren't good enough. You're not exactly going to push the team forwards if you're keeping a ton of players that really aren't even good enough to play for United's B team, which really those players aren't. So they should be let go. All right, I'll end that there. But check out the Man United, the United Stands YouTube thing, because you'll see all the videos on Sancho, and you're going to see this window. Same as last year, we had the same. It was all Bruno and Sancho. Bruno and Sancho are definitely coming to United. All that rubbish, and neither did. Not in the summer. But last summer, there were probably 60, 70 videos mentioning Bruno and Sancho. And it's all about making money. It's all because the fans are desperate to catch up to Liverpool, and they hope that somehow the club is going to spend money on getting the right players in to help the team progress. To get closer to Liverpool and City. And so they make all these videos as a way of making money. That's what it is all about. All about that. Well, there you go. It is what it is. It is the times, I suppose. And that was obvious. I could see it when Fergie was in his last year. You could see that United were going to struggle to get back. You could see that. And you could see that, there are going to be people on YouTube and other sites that are going to use this as a way of making money. Because, rumours. Any rumours of transfers and all that stuff, and United getting some exciting players in. Fans are going to lap it up because they're desperate to get back to where they were. And these people that put it on, the United Stand, they know this. Check when United Stand first came about. It was only a few years ago. So really, I think it was in the time of, towards the end of Louis van Gaal's time, where it was absolutely obvious United were in big trouble. And then you've got this money-making platform where they've got now 772,000 subscribers. Why is that? Is it because their content is so good? Some of it's good after a match. I mean, certainly when people can go to matches, Flex. The one thing I love about Flex, or I loved about Flex, when fans could go to see the matches, he would go to every game, wherever in the world that game would be. Certainly European matches, some were in some very obscure places. And he would go in the middle of winter to these obscure places, incredibly cold, incredibly drab, with nothing much going on. And when they did their tour, he flew out to Australia, to be there, to get whatever he could for the fans. So him, I appreciate. I do. I don't agree with everything about Flex, but I do appreciate he makes the effort. He goes way and beyond, for the channel, for the team, for the fans. Whereas Mark Goldbridge, he can't even use his own name. Not that Flex is using his own name, or Rance was using his own name. Sophie, I believe her name is probably Sophie, and Rick is using his own name, and a few of them are that go on there, but the main people that run the channel generally don't use their own name there. I don't know why. I have no idea why they don't. But then again, I don't either. No. So I'm not really against that. It's just the effort made, really. As I say, Flex, I like that. I miss Rance. When Rance is on, you get much more of a true fan's perspective, really, with Rance. He doesn't muck around. He just says it as he sees it. No mucking around. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. If he thinks it's poor, he just says it's poor. Flex has a hard time with Rance. Much harder time than he does with any of the others, really. Although Saeed is a bit tricky. Again, Saeed he's cool to watch. He's funny. Yeah. He's got a sense of humour. He's got a big character, that's a certainty, Saeed. Adam's someone who's interesting to watch. He doesn't seem to sugarcoat it. Although he does to a certain degree. I don't know. He doesn't really know. And Ricky, I like Ricky because again, Ricky is a bit controversial with the things he says, but that's something you can like as well because it is controversial. He doesn't mind being controversial. He says that Matic is the best player, Mata are the best players at United. He says he doesn't like some of the players that most of the fans like, and of course, a lot of people have a go at him for that. He don't care. That's the way he sees it. So that's the way he says it. So that's cool. Anyway, that'll do. You take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.